go to Auschwitz with the BBC television team, and this isn't just somebody with an 8mm high-8 camera. This is the BBC. They're going to be marketing their film to television corporations around the world. I'm going to be standing there in their so-called gas chamber at Auschwitz I, and I'm going to be pointing out, oh, no holes in the roof. So that rather makes a mockery of your eyewitnesses who said that they saw the SS men clambering up on the top and dropping the pellets through the holes in the roof. Oh, look at that door over there. It's got a glass pane in it. A pane of glass in a gas chamber in a door. And there's a 2-inch gap under the wooden door. It's a drafty gas chamber, this one. Right? I'll be asking questions like that. And they know they can't stand that. And so this is the reason that I'm banned from the Auschwitz site. Because I'll be asking the questions about the heaps of coke which don't exist. What happened to the bodies? I'll be asking questions like that. I'll be saying, Tom Bauer, the famous British historian and journalist who wrote that recent book about the Swiss gold, Tom Bauer, he described how in May 1944, 450,000 Hungarian Jews were shipped off to Auschwitz. Within the space of 3 weeks, they've been cremated and gassed. 450,000 people, as I wrote in a letter to the Sunday Times, of course, 450,000 people is an awful lot of meat. It's 45,000 tons of meat, if you're going to be tasteless about it. So what did they do with this mountain of meat after they'd gassed it? Either they cremated it, they burned it, or they buried it. They ploughed it under. And you've got to be tasteless. You've got to ask these questions. If you're going to get rid of 450,000 bodies, you've got a mountain of flesh of 45,000 cubic meters to dispose of. If you're going to bury it, you've got to have a pit of 45,000 cubic meters, which is the size of several football fields, which will be visible from the air. And we have the aerial photographs taken of Auschwitz in precisely those weeks, and there's no such pits visible. Or you're going to cremate them, and it's going to take 60 kilograms of coke on average to cremate everybody in the gas chambers in the crematory that was supplied to Auschwitz. We know that because we have the actual operating instructions of these crematoria and their efficiency charts and all the details that came from the manufacturers. So we know how many tons of coke are going to be needed. Tens of thousands of tons of coking coal, and there's no sign of that on the aerial photographs either. But nobody asks these questions, because if they do, of course, it's off with his head, put him in prison. And if I go to that building with the BBC television cameras, I'm going to be pointing out about the inside of the doors. I'll say, what a funny thing. That gas chamber door's got a handle on the inside. Now, I was in Pentonville prison for contempt of court 3 or 4 years ago, and I can't remember having had a handle on the inside of my cell door. Yet we're being told that 800 people packed into that room, according to the eyewitnesses, were so stupid that it never occurred to them to open the door with the handle that the Nazis had very kindly provided on the inside. And everybody's believed it for the last 50 years, and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, nay, millions of school children have been bussed across Europe to that site and told to go in that building and shudder, because that's where millions of Jews were killed by the Nazis during World War II. And only now is the truth beginning to come out that nobody was gassed in that building, because that building was built by the Poles, as they now admit, in 1948, 3 years after World War II was over.